Alright guys, welcome back. Kinda cranky today because we've got a 40 goddamn degree heat wave going on. Apparently the weather's finally decided that it is in fact an Australian summer and it's going to do its best to set us all on fire. And Audacity just ate the previous two recordings for audio for this level, so getting a little bit annoyed and a little bit bored and a little bit cranky. So not that much different from usual, just more so. We got the fish back. Well, actually they're live fish this time around. So yeah, mate, something to do with the skeletal fish earlier, I'm assuming. You know, these are their ancestors or, I don't know, possibly descendants. It's kind of hard to tell the timeline of this game sometimes. You know, when you've got an entire island of generation in the past. Which, well, despite being a generation in the past, didn't seem to actually happen until you played through it. And then it, you know, changed the present. So, a little bit odd at times. Not a huge amount different about this level. It's the usual, you know, trek all over the place, kill all the fleas. Make it to the end of the level, which you'll probably find halfway through. And, you know, get to the end with a couple of minor puzzle-like things, you know, thrown in. Like here, just take out the block so you can take a ride on the flaming crotch rod of doom down here. When the hit detection for it actually works. You know, take a ride up so you can get to the next section so you can kill more fleas so you can keep on going. Not the most innovative of platformers, this one. I do like this section right here. It's kind of different from the usual ground-based platforming that this particular game goes in for. Although, actually triggering the platforms is kind of sloppy. I suppose that's this game in a nutshell. It's sloppy and it's kind of undermade, but it's in an endearing sort of fashion. For the most part. It still feels like it's about half a game too goddamn long though. Sort of like they had, and you can see it with all the backtracking they like in this level, or most levels really in this island. It sort of feels like they had, you know, a decent length game, then felt the need to, you know, release a longer game, so they bulked out all the levels and added more, I think. But they never added in all the stuff you'd expect or that you kind of need with a longer platformer. You know, like a save state or save ability of some sort. Because, you know, while it's not a horribly long platformer, it is bloody long to play through, you know, in a single sitting. Especially when you don't, you know, have a password system or anything like that. You've only got the continues you can earn as you go through. So, you know, a moderately long game ends up being an excruciatingly long game if you play through it properly. Because you're going to need to continue a fair number of times. You know, not that this actually affects me because I'm a save-stating whore, but, you know, it's old school and not in a good way. Kind of like how, you know, a lot of old RPGs are excruciatingly difficult, you know, but not in the sort of sense where you can figure out what's going on and win. It's just, you know, cheap shot after cheap shot after cheap shot till the random number generator takes mercy on you. And yes, I have been playing a lot of roguelikes recently, in case you can't tell. A lot of bad roguelikes, I should amend that too. The ones where you can, if you're not careful, end up dying without actually getting to take an action. Not even careful, if the random number generator decides it hates you that much, there's really not a lot you can do. And, you know, thank God they've actually put, you know, a decent number of fleas in the same spot for once, which they don't do very often, and as God actually makes things a lot more interesting because you've got more than one enemy to fight. It doesn't really look it, but it is significantly more complicated than just taking them out one by one. And then they go and undo, you know, it all by giving you the flamethrower once again, which looks oddly like a scuba diving suit, which ignores invincibility frames on the fleas and just kind of shreds through them. And it's cathartic, yes, but it kind of takes all the sting out of the earlier bits where you had to fight them one-on-one. And yes, it can collect seashells for you. Why? I don't know. Don't try to explain anything in this game. Now we just got to wait for the flag to actually show up so we can finish the level. Not sure why they chose to take that path. It does nothing but slow the game down. And I'm going to be back in a few minutes doing another set of levels because, unlike anyone saying, I don't actually schedule this, I just do it in giant clumps. And hope Audacity doesn't die on me again because I'm going to be pissed as hell if it does. Next time, people.